All right, Chicago, you've caught me by surprise. It is February, and I just left snow and ice in Maryland, and it's 64 degrees here. I'm not going to probably need this today. I am going to do a little experimenting, though. Getting to Chicago via the L. Well, I saved about $25 or $30 by taking the L. I lost maybe 20 minutes, but perfectly content to start my Chicago trip now. Here for MPI Chicago Area Chapter and a handful of important site visits. Well, I just checked into the Allegro Royal Sonesta here in Chicago, and I know my friend Bernard had a hand in this little gift here. Yeah, that's a chocolate cake. It's not a Bernard chocolate cake, but it looks delicious nonetheless. They've also hooked me up with a lovely one-bedroom suite. Very, very, very comfortable for 24 hours that I will be here. Thank you. Sitting in the lobby now of the Kimpton Gray in Chicago. Kimpton used to have a very big presence in Chicago, at least 4 hotels at one point. They're down to 1, kind of like what happened in DC where they had 11 and they're down to 3. In any case, Intercontinental Hotels Group, IHG, runs Kimpton. This is a special boutique hotel. It's upscale, built into a former New York Life insurance building. It's called the Gray because this marble is a gray marble, although you'll notice a lot of blue accents all over this hotel. Very majestic feel, huge hallways, tall ceilings, has almost like a Monaco vibe. Nice meeting space, and I feel like a very corporate house. But if I can stick a government group in here, you bet I would. Great neighborhood, theater district nearby, lots of good eateries, also in-house eateries, just a really special place. There's a lot of reasons to love Chicago, and I do, and if it were closer, I think I'd be here a lot more. I am moving now north, crossing the Chicago River, to a neighborhood called River North. And I'll be spending most of my time during this stay in the River North neighborhood. I'm gonna site a few hotels this afternoon, and then tomorrow I'll be moving over here to stay and also to perform at the MPI CAC meeting. But for now, enjoying a 60-degree February day in Chicago, Illinois. Okay, Hotel Chicago. This is a hotel that felt very familiar because I had been here just over a decade ago. It used to be called the Hotel Saks. It is now the Hotel Chicago, which is an autograph collection by Marriott. It looks very unassuming from the outside, just a very brutalist rectangular building. But it's attached to this complex, the Honeycomb Towers, plus some of the best and coolest dining, Harry Carey's restaurant, House of Blues, lots of entertainment here. So it's almost like a resort in the middle of the city. More meeting space than you would expect, very odd-shaped spaces, but also fully functional spaces. It is an upscale property, commands a pretty high rate right on the river, but a really beautiful option by Marriott. I don't think it could be more gorgeous in Chicago right now. I cannot believe it is February. This is the Intercontinental Magnificent Mile, and this is the Magnificent Mile. This is North Michigan Avenue in Chicago. It's got a very Fifth Avenue, New York vibe. It's got a Rockefeller Center vibe, lots of Art Deco, 1920s and 1930s buildings. Intercon Mag Mile is a super popular Chicago hotel, upper upscale, could not be better located, and yet competitively priced. This is one of my top picks in Chicago. The Allegro Royal Sonesta. I will be seeing 3 Royal Sonesta hotels in Chicago. This was the first one. Obviously, I stayed here last night. I have fond memories of this property because I used to sell it when it was a Kimpton property, the Allegro. It's in the Theater District. It's near government buildings. It's the biggest of the 3 Sonesta hotels they have here in Chicago. I think it has the second most space, but I really like the aesthetic here. Nice 20s, 30s vibe, Chicago. Meeting space has a really, really nice flow. I like the Art Deco nature. The food was delicious. I was really pleased with my experience here. And this is the Westin, one of 2 Westins in Chicago. This is the Westin River North. There's also the Westin Michigan Avenue. Both medium-sized, upscale, Westin Heavenly Smell, white tea. This one, unfortunately, had 2 ballrooms I could not see today, but I did get to see some of their smaller space. And like a handful of hotels I've seen, natural light in the meeting rooms, which is very important. Beautiful open concept in the lobby, breakfast, lunch, and dinner restaurant. Very, very, very functional space and a great location right on the river. A lot of their space and all of their rooms overlook the river, which I think if you're coming to Chicago, that's something you'd be excited about. So thanks, Westin, Chicago River North. All right, I'm standing outside the Kinsey Hotel. This is a true independent, not related to any brands, and probably the smallest hotel that I'm going to see on this trip. Truth be told, I could have seen more hotels, but because I'm speaking at the MPI event this afternoon, I didn't want to pack it all in. These hotels are super close to each other and not a lot of space at this one. 2 small boardrooms and then a medium-sized room, but well kept. I wonder how they get exposure. There's no affiliation, like I said, at all. But I think it would be a great overflow hotel from some of the bigger brands around here. And if you have a really small kind of board meeting or a group that's interested in free continental breakfast, good value. Thanks, Kinsey. Okay, second night Chicago. I'm at the Royal Sonesta River North, and they have upgraded me to a spa suite, which means there's a giant tub that I won't use and a shower that I totally will use, but a beautiful corner king with a sitting area, lovely floor-to-ceiling windows. Thank you once again, Sonesta. I am making the rounds with your brand. Okay, MPI Chicago area chapter, let's do this. This is the room. This is where it's all going down. Just an hour away. Woo-hoo. You get a little show. Yummo. This is Royal Sonesta number 2, Royal Sonesta River North, formerly the Hotel Palomar, which was a Kimpton hotel. This is now fully under the Sonesta brand. One of 3 Royals in this city, and the Royals are a very elevated experience. This one is much more modern than the last one I stayed at, which was the Allegro, and you can tell in all the little details in the guest room, in the lobby, the smells. Everything is very hip, very trendy, but also very relaxed. a really, really nice spot in the River North neighborhood near tons of shopping and dining. Location impeccable and service excellent. That's a wrap, Chicago. You'll see I'm not wearing a coat. Once again, I'm leaving Chicago on a mid-50s degree day. It's gorgeous. And I just sighted the Royal Sonesta downtown. That's the third and final Royal Sonesta here in Chicago. For some, the best. For me, they're all quite good. This one is more modern. This one has, I think, the most space, and it's got a beautiful riverfront location. But hey, the Allegro had history and charm and some beautiful, beautiful space, also the most rooms. And then River North, boutique-y, upscale, modern, and near the best dining and best entertainment. So you have a great experience no matter which Royal Sonesta you choose. Thanks, Chicago, for a great 3 days.